Today, we are going to solve an interesting equation and explore each detail. 3x plus 3 times 10 divided by 5 equals 0. We will discover the value of x, but in a very detailed way, ensuring we understand each step of the process. First, let's recall the basic concepts. The equation we have is 3x plus 3 times 10 divided by 5 equals 0. When dealing with an equation, our goal is to find the value of the unknown variable, which in this case is x. Let's start with the operation inside the parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we have 10 divided by 5. Let's remember that division is one of the 4 basic arithmetic operations and involves distributing one number equally by another. When we divide 10 by 5, we are asking how many times 5 fits into 10. We can think about this in several ways, but the most direct way is to perform the division. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Let's replace the expression inside the parentheses with the result of the division. The equation now looks like this. 3x plus 3 times 2 equals 0. Now that we have solved the division inside the parentheses, we move on to the next step, the multiplication. 3 times 2. Multiplication is another fundamental operation, and in this case, we are multiplying the number 3 by the number 2. The result of this multiplication is 6. So, the equation now is 3x plus 6 equals 0. Up to this point, we have reorganized the equation in a way that makes it simpler to solve. Our next step is to isolate the variable x. To do this, we need to move the number 6 to the other side of the equation. This involves subtracting 6 from both sides. Let's do that. 3x plus 6 minus 6 equals 0 minus 6. What we did was apply the property of equality that allows us to subtract the same number from both sides of the equation without altering its balance. Now we have 3, x equals negative 6. Now, our goal is to further simplify the equation to find the value of x. We have 3x equals negative 6. To isolate x, we need to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x, which is 3. Let's divide 3x by 3 and negative 6 by 3. This gives us x equals negative 2. Recapping, we started with a complex equation, solved the division inside the parentheses, then the multiplication, moved the constant term to the other side of the equation, and finally divided to isolate the variable x. Each of these steps is essential for solving the equation accurately. So, after all these detailed and careful steps, we found that the value of x that makes the equation true is negative 2. This meticulous method of solving the equation helps us understand each part of the process, ensuring we don't miss any important details.